Stepping Up to the Plate on BCTV is presented by Smoker & Company and One Source Business Solutions.
Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, President of the Big Vision Foundation. Welcome back to our Stepping Up to the Plate television series on BCTV out here at the Big Vision Sports Complex on location. Just talk to you a little bit about what we got in store for you on tonight's show. First of all, we'll do a lot of you'll hear me talking to one of our alumni, Pete Jordan, about our Jenny Finch softball camp. And you get to see a little slideshow of that as he and I talk about the camp and what a great event that was for us out here. We had girls out here from 12 different states represented, and this place was just covered with young ladies learning from Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch, along with her team that included 3 other Olympic medalists as well. So that was a very exciting event for us. Took place back on Labor Day weekend, something that we hope to build on. The Jenny Finch people loved the facility. They loved being out here. They actually bought a brick at our entrance here, which will be getting installed here in a few weeks as soon as we get it in from Glengarry. So we're excited about that. And to have somebody like Jenny Finch come out here and, you know, see the value that we're bringing to our community and want to make an investment in it, you know, really makes us feel good and makes us know that, you know, we're doing the right thing. So, you know, sit back and enjoy this little slideshow here of Jenny Finch and listen to myself and Pete Jordan talk about that event a little bit more. And then you'll see some highlights of another event that we did in mid-September when we had Burke's Connections and pretrial services out here to do their Family Connections picnic. And again, that's a very heartwarming event. We love hosting it out there, out here with BCPS. BCPS is an organization here in Berks County that's doing great work, helping inmates and their families get acclimated to come back into society after reentry from the correctional system. So we love seeing them out there, and we get to see some of these guys and they see their wives and their kids for the first time in, you know, several months or even sometimes years. It's very, very heartwarming. So we're glad to be a part of that. Glad to have BCPS as a partner of ours, and excited to do more work out here at the complex with them. So again, sit back and enjoy, and we'll catch you a little later. Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, President of the Big Vision Foundation, and welcome back to our Stepping Up to the Plate podcast series. Today I'm joined by Pete Jordan, who is a current player of our Red Sox 28 and over team, the defending champions, I might add, of the Berks Senior Baseball League, as well as a longtime member of our Quad County Optimist team. Pete, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
So, as I said, you're part of our organization, but we really have you on here as a representative of Mizuno. You're currently a brand building specialist for Mizuno, and we want to talk a lot about an event that we just had out at our complex this past weekend, the Jenny Finch softball camp. And you know, Mizuno is a partner of Jenny, and just want to have you talk a little bit about you know, that relationship between Mizuno and Jenny Finch. And you know, this weekend you were a huge help with the camp. You've gone to several of her other camps across the country, and just want to have you talk a little bit about how the camp at our complex compared to some of the others that you've been to.
Yeah, Dan, anytime you can work with a player like Jenny Finch, she's arguably one of the best players ever to play the sport of softball. And not only she's not only a great ambassador for us as a brand, but she's a great ambassador for girls across the country, and she's very well known across the world for her playing the sport of softball. Like you said, it was an awesome weekend out at the complex. We were very fortunate to have her come do a camp over the weekend, Labor Day weekend. So we had beautiful weather. We started our relationship when she was in college. We were fortunate enough to sponsor the Arizona softball team, and we continue to sponsor her individually when she played professionally for the NPF. And after she retired as an ambassador for us, she was also a member of the Olympic team, winning gold and silver for 2 Olympics for the USA team. So Like I said, she's an awesome ambassador for us and for the sport, and we were happy to have her out at the camp. We had a great turnout, I think over 250 girls. And what makes her great is she's just so genuine, and she makes you feel like you are the most important person in the world when she does these camps. She's just so awesome from her staff, the camp staff, to the coaches. She makes you feel like it is the most important thing she's doing throughout the camp is to help you prepare and to make you not only a better player, but a better person in general. Her motto is dream and believe, and that's what she preaches. And I really believe that she believes in what she preaches, and she just doesn't say it. She really does believe and wants to, make that vision possible for the girls at her camp.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. On Saturday, her station is literally, where she gets a group of the girls together and just talks to them and tells them her story, and tells them about the opportunities that, have increased just since she started playing softball. Where when she first got into college, there was never any college softball on TV. Now, not only, are they starting with the regionals and super regionals, but, you're watching regular season Big Ten and Pac-10 games, on ESPN or the Big Ten Network or, Fox Sports or whatever the case is. I think the message of her just telling those girls how, the opportunities have really increased just over the past 10 years, and where they're, going to continue to increase, is amazing. And, just letting them know that if they do put the work in and, keep pressing and, moving forward, that there are opportunities out there for them. And like you said, it's genuine and it's from the heart. And, that really goes through to her entire staff. I mean, she does these camps and her mom and dad are here with her. Her mother-in-law and father-in-law are here with her. Former college and Olympic teammates. And, it really is a gathering of family and friends for her, which I really think, comes across to the players that participate in the camps. And we had girls from 12 different states at this camp this past weekend, the furthest one coming from Florida, which I just found, absolutely amazing. So, I mean, what are some of the other things that just, impressed you, throughout the weekend, with this camp in particular?
Well, I just think it shows what type of draw that she brings to the sport of softball to have somebody come from Florida and 12 different states. As she states, I get to listen to her, maybe once a year. Maybe this is the 5th or 6th camp that I've worked with her. And I just try to eavesdrop on when she's at that station, just to hear what she says and the message that she wants to deliver to the kids. And it didn't come easy for her, softball. Like I said, she's arguably one of the best softball players in the world and most recognizable softball players in the world. And she's been out of the game for, I'd say, close to 10 years now. I mean, that's saying something. There are girls at the camp that have never seen her play. They've just looked up YouTube videos or other videos or stories that their parents have told or other coaches have told. The one thing that stuck out to me was how happy and how excited the college girls were to see her. We pulled people from all over the county, and the college girls were very, very, very excited to see her. Just to be there, to be instructed and help give instruction from one of the, I'm going to say it again, one of the best softball players in the world was awesome. The message she delivers, dream and believe, I can't say that enough. She's great. She's an awesome, awesome ambassador for us. And I really, truly believe that, like I said before, it's the most important thing in the weekend. She wants you to make sure that that's the most important thing she's doing at that point.
Yeah, like I said, it really is, amazing just to see how genuine she is. I mean, I had the opportunity to, pick her up at the airport when she came in, and as soon as she got in the car, the first thing she did was actually thank me for, hosting the camp, which I thought was kind of ironic, because in my mind, she was exposing a, our facility and our organization to a whole lot of people who, never would have ever heard of, Big Vision Sports Complex or the Big Vision Foundation. So in my mind, I felt that I should be thanking her, which I certainly did as well. But the minute she got out of her car, when they got to the complex, start setting stuff up on Friday, she, went up to one of our grounds guys and thanked him, and told him how nice the facility looked. And, she didn't have to do that, but she, made it a point to go over to him and tell him how beautiful the place looked. And I think that's the stuff that really resonates with some of those younger kids. And really, I mean, not just the younger kids, just anybody she interacts with, because, she really does try to get, every kid that wants an autograph, she's going to try to sign it. Every kid that wants a picture, she's going to try to take the time to, to do it, which, some of her teammates and stuff kind of joke with her a little bit, that she's almost too nice in some instances. But, it's so genuine, and I think that just comes across. I think that's one of the, major attractions to her. We're certainly looking forward to building upon this relationship with her and, bringing the camp back in future years. I know her staff and her were definitely open to that, so we'll see exactly, where that comes out to, whether it turns into an annual event for us or a semi-annual event, a biannual event. Who knows, but we definitely will carve out time on our calendar every year to accommodate them to come in, because it was just a fantastic event for us. We're just about out of time here, Pete, but any last things you want to say just about your experience, whether it was just this past weekend with her or in any of your other interactions you've had with her through Mizuno?
No, I can't say enough, and I can't, be thankful enough to have her on our side, on our team. And as a baseball guy, never really paying attention to the sport of softball, working in this field, I've developed an appreciation for softball and how hard she has worked to get to the level that she's at now. Like I said, it didn't come easy for her, and she delivers that message that she had to work hard to get to where she's at in college, professional softball, and the Olympics. So, happy to have Jenny on our side, and hopefully she can schedule to come again out to the complex. But if you ever get a chance to participate in one of her camps, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. Any young girl that's out there who wants to learn about the game, but even more importantly, learn about the life lessons that they teach through that, because that's really the most important thing, that they really do, push the fact to be a positive role model. And those girls that are coming in there, definitely recommend it. Whether it's at our complex or someone else. You can definitely check out her full camp schedule at jennyfinch.com. But like I said, we're looking forward to having her out sometime in the future, so be sure to check out our website at bigvisionfoundation.org for that, as well as all of our other events. Thank you. Thanks for joining me today, Pete.
Thank you.
Long before the Big Vision Foundation, the Big Vision Sports Complex, and a green monster on this beautiful 130-plus acre site, there was a small organization in Berks County called Berkshire Baseball. It's just a bunch of guys wanting to hang out and play some baseball, trying to relive their glory years. As the organization evolved, those young men turned into older men and realized that there were some distinct advantages into giving back. So they started some youth baseball programs, started getting involved in coaching, and before long, the organization had flourished. Right up until 2012, when an opportunity presented itself from the County of Berks to sign a 20-year lease for what was then called the Berks County Youth Recreation Facility. At that time, Berkshire baseball was now much bigger than just baseball. We now had a 130 plus acre sports facility for baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, cross-country running, and many, many more activities. So the rebranding of the Big Vision Foundation began, and in January of 2014, Berkshire Baseball officially became a subsidiary of the Big Vision Foundation. The BIG in Big Vision is actually an acronym for Berkshire, Innovative, and Growth in the Community. Because we as an organization see this facility as a community hub to promote youth sports and leadership. Our mission statement is simple. The mission of the Big Vision Foundation is to develop today's youth into tomorrow's leaders through sports and community service, promote volunteerism and giving back, and drive our local economy. Our vision is that we impact millions of people every year through sports and community service, and we, as a premier sports destination, are a major economic driver in our community. And the best thing to know about us is that by utilizing the three distinct pillars of our organization, we intend to build on the limitless nature of human potential by providing the opportunity to interact using sports, culture, and community service. Our goal is that our programs will unify our community through encouraging positive behavior and reinforcing life and leadership skills. Through our youth programs, we develop individuals who desire to give back to their communities through serving others. Additionally, we strengthen their capacity building and decision-making skills. That is what Big Vision Foundation is all about. We thank you for coming out this evening, and we thank you for your support. Back on September 15th, we were fortunate to host the BCPS Family Connections Picnic out here at the Big Vision Sports Complex. Here's some video of that wonderful event.
There's a
folks. Hope you enjoyed the slideshow there, the Jenny Finch camp, as well as some video that we had of the BCPS Family Connections picnic. As you saw, we're standing out here in deep right field of Rocky Colavito Field. You can see some of our sponsors here, as well as our retired numbers. This is just one way that if you own a business, you can get involved with the Big Vision Foundation by purchasing a 4x8 sign that would go on any of our fields. You have your choice of fields. Also here on Colavito Field, you have the option of getting an 8x8 sign as well, which would take up the whole fence side. This is a 10-foot fence here on Colavito Field. And we have plenty of space out here as well, getting ready to start our 2017 sponsorship campaign. So again, if you got a business, feel free to check us out on our website at bigvisionfoundation.org, on our Facebook page, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, all that social media stuff. We're right out there for you. So, definitely want to check that out. Great way to get your business name in front of the community. During the week, we've got all kinds of local community teams out here practicing, playing games. Over the summer, we had our Big Five conference. So on any given weeknight, we would have anywhere between 4 and 6 games, baseball games out here during the week. Weekends, FC Revolution in the spring and fall are playing their games out here. Schuylkill Valley Youth Soccer also playing some games out here currently. Schuylkill Valley Little League, Schuylkill Valley Softball play games. And then in addition to just the local eyes that get to see this, every single weekend we've got baseball and softball tournaments out here. We've got teams from New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia here every single weekend. So you got a much broader range when you support our organization. So, not only is your business getting some exposure, but probably the most important thing is that the money that you spend for a sign out here is also helping kids, helps our Berkshire baseball and Berkshire softball programs. So you definitely have an opportunity to get some great advertising exposure, but probably even more importantly, just to help our organization and help us continue to teach kids leadership skills and life lessons through sports. So like I said, be sure to check out our website at bigvisionfoundation.org. We've got all our sponsorship information there, or feel free to give us a call at 484-577-4133. You can talk to either myself or our sales and relationship manager, Dave Poland, and we'd be happy to set up a meeting with you, give you a tour of the facility, and let you see all the great things that we're doing out here in the community. Standing right out here with UGI, One Source Smoker and Company, who are 3 of our bigger sponsors in the community. So just want to give them a little bit of a shout out. UGI is our title sponsor for the Ruth Hartman Memorial Girls Baseball Tournament this year. One Source and Smoker and Company actually sponsor this show. So I want to give them a little shout out here. Any of your accounting, payroll needs, you want to be sure to contact them. Again, just want to give a little shout out to those guys, some of our bigger sponsors. We've got plenty of sponsors, too many to name in this segment here. But if you want to get involved, again, feel free to check us out on our site, and we'll be happy to get you some information on how you can get involved in this great community project. All right, folks, we wrap up our show tonight. We wanted to give a little shout out to Dick Gernert. Today is his 88th birthday, so happy birthday, Dick. Dick is one of the fine gentlemen with Major League Baseball experience that we've named our path here, Dick Gernert Way, at the Big Vision Sports Complex after. As you know, big part of our project is to preserve some of the history of baseball that we have here in Berks County. So we've got Charlie Wagner Field, which is right in front of me here, Whitey Krowski Field. We've got Rocky Santilli Way over there. We've got Carl Farillo Way down here. We got Cooter Jones, a legendary Reading High School baseball coach. Cooter Jones Way down there. Rocky Colavito Field, Vic Wirtz Field directly behind me. And then over on our south campus, we've got Randy Gumbert Field. We've got George Bradley Field, who threw the first no-hitter in Major League Baseball history back on July 15th, 1876. And then further down on our south campus, we've got fields named in honor of two gentlemen who are actually very close to the organization. Rich DeLucia Field, his son Tanner played in our organization for several years, and Rich is still a huge supporter of the Big Vision Foundation as well as Berkshire Baseball. And Zach Lutz Field, Zach Lutz being the only player to go through the Berkshire baseball season to get major league experience. So we're extremely fortunate to have two of them. They're both still involved with the organization, help us out whenever they can. But again, as we wrap up today, we want to give Dick a little shout out here on his 88th birthday. Dick Gernert Way gets a lot of traffic every weekend. It's where our souvenir stand's located. It's just off of where our registration booth is, and also where all of our vendors set up on a tournament weekend. So Dick Gernert Way definitely gets a lot of traffic. So Dick had played with the Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs, Detroit Tigers, Cincinnati Reds, and Houston Colt 45s during his major league career. And he was out here back in 2013 when we originally rededicated the facility and renamed several of the walking paths and playing fields in honor of the gentleman that I have just mentioned. So we're honored to have Dick out for that. He's also been to some of our banquets in the past, and again, just want to give him a shout out for happy 88th birthday, and we're glad to be able to honor him here at the facility. So folks, as always, be sure to check us out at bigvisionfoundation.org. We've got 1 month left in our season, got a lot of stuff on tap yet. This coming weekend, we've got over 40 baseball and softball teams here at the facility. We've got soccer games this weekend. The following weekend, the first full weekend of October there, we've got an Alvernia cross-country meet out here. So come on out on any weekend. You got basically 5 more weeks of the season. Come on out, grab yourself a hot dog, barbecue, chicken fingers and fries, and enjoy a nice day watching some kids come out here and play baseball. So again, bigvisionfoundation.org. Till next month, this is Dan Klauser signing off, stepping up to the plate.